रामचंद्र की जय। वर्णानाम रससंगानाम रसानाम चंद्रसाम्बे मंगलानाम च जगदारो वन्देवाणी नायको भवानी शंकरो वन्दे श्रद्धा विश्वासोऽपिनो याभ्यं विना न पश्यन्ति सिद्धं स्वान्तसुधीश्वरम् जहि सुमीरत सिद्धि जहि सुमीरत सिद्धि गणनायक
जय श्री गणेशाय देव नमो नमः। ओम वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। प्रिंसिपल गजानन स्वामी की जय। रिद्धि सिद्धि और संतोषी माता की जय। रामभद्राय रामचंद्राय तेरे से श्री रघुनाथ नाथाय सीतापते नमो नमः सव्ययुगवासिभ्यो नमो नमः तत्सदयो.
So last week, when we spoke, Sri Rama had been in a bit of depression, right? After having gone through the Pampa region, the beauty of the Pampa region had brought back memories of Sita Devi. And in seeing this beauty, he breaks down and he tells Lakshman once again, Lakshman, I cannot go on. And then Lakshman sees him and says, hey Bhaiya, come on, this is not the man that you are. And he shakes him out of it. So today, we're going to look at another relationship, right? I don't think we're going to be able to get all the way to where Shri Ram meets Sugriva, because I want to go back a little bit. So this katha can be found in the Uttarakhand, Canto 43. Not in the Gita Press version, but you have to go back to the old Valmiki Ramayana to find this one. Sri Rama, this is after he comes back from Ayodhya, from Banvas. He comes back to Ayodhya, and Sage Agastya comes to visit him. And he asks Sage Agastya, he says, tell me, these brothers, Bali and Sugriva, who are they really? I don't understand. They are so strong. They are so powerful. How is it that they became so powerful? And how is it that Hanuman, who seems to be omnipotent, he's the strongest of them all, allows this to happen to Sugriva? Why doesn't he step in and do something about it when Vali, throws Sugriva out? When Vali takes Sugriva's wife. All of this is adharmic, and he allows it to happen. So he asks Sage Agastya to tell him. So Sage Agastya tells him, well, the father of Vali is none other than Lord Indra himself. And the father of Sugriva is none other than Surya Bhagavan himself. The earthly parents of Bali and Sugriva is called Riksharaja and Aruni. But the story of Riksharaja and Aruni is not like anything you might have ever heard before, because it is very strange the way it came about. Riksharaja was born out of the tear of Lord Brahma in a moment of joy. Out of a tear of joy, Riksharaja comes out. And he comes out in the form of a Vanar. He goes to live in the Kishkinda region. He's very big, he's very powerful, very strong. He is roaming the forest one day, and he looks and he sees this big pool, and he doesn't realize this is an enchanting pool. He looks down, what he sees, this pool shows him a ferocious Vanar looking back at him. So he's thinking this is an enemy that he needs to defeat. So he jumps into the water to try to defeat this Vanar. But what happens? The power of this water is as such that when you fall in, it changes your gender. So it changes his gender, and when he comes out, he comes back out as a woman. And he comes back out as Aruni. Now when Aruni comes out, of the enchanted water, it is said that she's the most beautiful woman you have ever seen. At the very same time, Lord Surya, Lord Indra, had gone to pay respects to Lord Brahma. And as they're coming back, they see Aruni. So they see her, and they've decided they want to bless her with a child, each one of them. So Lord Indra touches her head and blesses her with a child, and that child is called Bali. And Lord Surya touches her neck and blesses her with a child, and that child is called Sugriva. So when we hear that Sugriva is the child, the son of Surya Deva, this is how it happens. Right? After having the child, now it doesn't go on for 9 months and all that, it's immediate. Right? As soon as it happens, he has the 2 children. Well, she has the 2 children. Lord Brahma commands her to go back into the water. She goes into the water, changes again, comes back out as Riksha Raja. And as Riksha Raja, Brahma blesses him and says, okay, now you are both mother and father. Both Aruni and Riksha Raja at the same time. So these boys are brought up by their father. Right? Riksha Raja, he rules the city of Kiskinda for a very long time because he's a son of Lord Brahma. You know, he's very powerful and he has a long life. And the city of Kishkinda was built by Vishwakarma, who is the architect of the gods. So Kishkinda was never just a forest city. It was a beautiful, big, beautiful city that he ruled over. And after ruling for many years, Bali took over. Now Bali and Sugriva, in their younger years, were very, very close. Because all they really had was each other. Right? And Sugriva especially idolized his brother Bali. He thought that Bali was the best thing he ever saw. Anything Bali wanted, he would do. One day, this demon comes and he challenges Vali because the demon hears that Vali is the most powerful partner that there is. This demon's name is Dundubi. Dundubi and Vali begins to fight. And before long, Vali overpowers Dundubi and kills him. But Vali is so proud, he's so pompous, he picks up the body of Dundubi and throws it. When he does that, the body falls on the ashram of Sage Matanga. Sage Matanga sees this, he gets very mad because now he has desecrated his ashram. His ashram is now becoming pure. And he finds out that the person that has done this is Vali. So he curses Vali. If you were to ever enter this area, you will die, you will lose your life. So now Vali can never cross over into this region, the Rishimukh region. So this is the way Vali and Sugriva, this is how they were raised. Now as a young child, Hanumanji, he was very powerful, but he was also very mischievous, right? One of the things that he would do is he liked to, when the pandits on them, the sages on them were doing their puja, he would come and he would harass them. Because he was so powerful, he felt that, you couldn't touch him because he had all these blessings from all these devas and so on. And he knew it. Right? He knew it. He knew he had a certain amount of, privilege. So, as a child, knowing he has this privilege and nobody can do him anything, he would come and he would mess with them. And then one day, the sages got upset with him and they cursed him. And according to Valmiki Ramayana, it says, bewitched by our imprecation, you will remain unconscious for a long time of the power, banking on which you are harassing us. You will become aware of your mighty prowess when someone reminds you of your glory. So now, he forgets of all these powers that he was given. Now, he's still powerful. As a Vanara, he still holds all the power that a Vanara holds. But all the extra power that he was given, he forgets about all of that. Now he still goes and he studies with Suryadeva. Suryadeva had given him that gift that he would teach him. So he goes and he studies with Suryadeva. Suryadeva is his guru. And upon completion of his time with Suryadeva, as Guru Danav, he vows to look out for Surya's son. And who is Surya's son? Sugriva. So he leaves and he goes to stay with Sugriva. At this time, he is with Vali. All is good in the house of Vali and Sugriva. One day, there's a demon by the name of Mayavi has come to Kiskindha. Vali, who is the king of Kiskindha at the time, decides it is my duty to destroy this king. Sugriva is right there with him. They're fighting, and the demon enters this cave. He tries to run, right? He runs into this cave, and Vali is saying, but I have to finish him. I can't let him get away. So he tells Sugriva, you stay at the mouth of the cave. Right? Don't allow him to come up. And I will go inside and I will finish him. Sugriva is standing there, and Vali goes in. And one day turns into 2 days turns into a week turns into a fortnight, a whole month goes by. And he still hasn't come up. And then he hears this loud cry inside of the cave, and the cry sounds like it's Vali. It sounds like his brother. And then he doesn't hear anything at all. So he's concerned, well, if this demon is so powerful that he could kill Vali, I can't kill him. Because Vali is more powerful than me. And I can't allow him to come out because he will terrorize all of us. So he blocks the mouth of the cave. And he goes back. And he tells the ministers what has happened. He doesn't take the throne himself. Right? He tells the ministers what has happened. And then they tell him, well, the throne cannot be left open. Somebody has to take it, and by right it's yours. So they crown him as the king of Kiskindha. And he rules for a short time. Meanwhile, Vali, he destroys Mayavi, and he's trying to come out, but the mouth of the cave is closed. And he calls and calls and calls on Sugriva. And Sugriva is not there. Sugriva is not coming. And his anger is starting to build and build and build. And when he does come out, and he goes to his palace, what does he see? Sugriva is sitting on his throne. His anger becomes tenfold. Now Sugriva realizes immediately what this looks like. So he comes off his throne, goes to his brother Vali, bows his foot, he holds his feet, and tells him, brother, I am so sorry. I thought that you were there. He tries to explain everything to him. Come, this is yours. But Vali doesn't want to hear it. Vali doesn't want to hear it. He believes in his heart that Sugriva had tried to usurp the kingdom from him. And in a blind rage, he exiles Sugriva from Kiskindha. And to make it hurt even more, he takes Sugriva's wife. You have to go and you leave your wife with me. Now, when he banished Sugriva, he thought that he couldn't just leave Sugriva alone. He started hunting him. On a frequent basis, he would go hunting him and hunting him. So Sugriva remembered that this area, this Rishimukh Hill around the area of Sage Matanga's ashram, was where he couldn't go. So he went and he stayed there with Hanuman and with all of the people, all of the Vanaras that followed him. So that is why Vali could not enter the area of the Rishimukh Hills. This is why Hanumanji came to be living with Sugriva at the time. So when we enter next week and Sri Rama comes to meet with Sugriva and we see what's happening there, this is the reason why all of that is happening. Boliye Siyamara Ramachandra ki jai.
Shri Ramachandra Bhagwan ki jai.
Om Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunath Nathaya Sitaya Pataya Namaha. Shri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nijamana Mukura Sudha Varno Raghuvat Vimalayesha Jodayak Phalcha Bodhhin Tanu Janike Sumero Bhavayutma Bal Buddhi Vyagye Umhi Harahu Kalesh Dika Jai Hanuman Jnana Prasad Jai Kapil
श्री रामायण की विरति कलित ललित सियति आरती श्री रामायण की आरती श्री रामायण की विरति कलित ललित सियति आरती श्री रामायण की विरति कलित ललित सियति रघुवेद पुराण शास्त्र सब दर्शन धर्मन धन संतन को सर्वत धर्मन धन संतन को सर्वत आरती श्री रामायण की विरति कलित ललित सियति आरती श्री रामायण की आरती श्री रामायण की विरति कलित ललित सियति आरती श्री रामायण की विरति कलित ललित आरती श्री रामायण की विरति कलित ललित